December 14th, it's a date that likely is insignificant for most people, but for Jake Reiner, the tragedy of what happened that day will impact him for the rest of his life.
It's the day his parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, were murdered and the start of what has been a nightmare. But hope is starting to shine through. Our Marc Cota-Robles sat down with Jake and is here now to share his story. Marc?
Marc and Michelle, good evening. It remains an incredibly complicated time for Jake Reiner. Despite that, he sat down with me for more than an hour and we talked about everything, but that doesn't mean that he could answer everything. All of this while his younger brother, Nick, sits behind bars.
My parents had unconditional love for all three of us.
To Jake Reiner, his parents, Rob and Michelle, made famous through Hollywood, were just mom and dad, the center of his life. In an instant, they were gone.
Shocking and heartbreaking news.
The big questions tonight, who would do this and why?
It's been 8 months, and you've written that it's a living nightmare.
It is.
This is Jake's first sit-down interview.
I gotta be honest, I mean, it's been 8 months. It feels like 8 years at the same time, and it also feels like 8 minutes. Because every moment that I wake up, I'm reminded of my reality, and you're living through that every single day.
The day of the murders, Jake was halfway across town at Union Station for a celebration of life for a friend who had recently passed away. It was Jake's younger sister who made the discovery.
Romy called me, and I screened it. You know, I'll call her back. And then she called immediately again, and I knew at that point that something was wrong. Romy told me our dad was dead, and then she said, I can't find mom. And I immediately went into shock. I need to get out of this train station, and I need to get to my parents' house.
Within that night, LAPD was looking for Nick Reiner, Jake's brother, as the prime suspect. Did you expect that? Did you know? Was that a surprise?
I feel like that's something I don't really want to answer at right now.
You have described that after what happened, it was losing more than half of your family.
Mm-hmm.
That includes Nick.
Yeah. I mean, he's in jail, so. You know, it's like I physically lost my parents, and then Nick was arrested, and it's like now it's just me and Romy.
Jake and Romy, we're thrilled to have you back here at Blue Heaven on Earth. The mound is yours.
Just earlier this month, resilience. Jake and Romy making their first public appearance at a place that meant so much to their father.
One of the great pleasures I have is walking into Dodger Stadium. It's like I feel at peace.
He had season tickets for the Dodgers, and we would go anywhere from 3 to 4 games a week, and it was just the greatest time with him.
And so there they were for a ceremonial first pitch.
I think for her, it was kind of interesting for both of us because I was proud of her for doing that, and she felt like she wanted to be there for me too.
For Jake, a strike and the point above. He says he's not sure if his parents were watching.
It was an emotional thing that we did, and it's something that I don't know if I really could take in the moment because everything happened kind of fast, but I was really happy that we got to do that.
Jake, still adjusting to reality day by day, is working to keep his parents' legacy alive. It's brought us here to the Children's Institute in Watts, an organization with a mission to help some 30,000 kids and families each year with early childhood education and other supportive programs. Jake's aunt, his mom's sister, Martine Singer, is the president and CEO here. Rob and Michelle were major supporters. What did this place mean to them?
I feel like this place felt like an extension of the work that they truly cared about.
Jake's dad even served as MC for an annual gala.
This is feels like home for me because this was the thing that I cared about most.
This November will be the first gala in years without Rob or Michelle present.
My dad always admitted that my mom was the person who was the aggressive type in making sure that my dad was out front with these issues. Now, he cared about these issues more than anything, but she was kind of the engine that pushed him out there to speak out for what was right.
I'm really happy to be here.
This year, Jake will be there in their place. What'll that be like?
It's going to be hard. I think everything that we've done so far without them has been hard and weird, but I do feel responsible for making sure people know them and they remember them.
December 14th will be 1 year since his parents' deaths.
I'll never understand. I don't care how it's explained to me. I don't care what facts come out. I will never understand why this happened.
Which brings us back to Nick.
For me, it manifests into anger. It manifests into rage, into how unfair this was, how I didn't get a say in what happened. I didn't get to stop it from happening. I had no choice in the matter, and I just have to accept the reality of it. And to me, that is just one of the most infuriating parts of all of this.
It was no secret, even publicly, Nick struggles with addiction and mental health.
You have a disease, Charlie. We all do.
Nick partnered with his dad on a 2015 film, Being Charlie, loosely based on his own life.
I wasn't really that shy about including some of the bad stuff I did.
Nick wrote it, Rob directed. It was an example of his parents' tireless efforts.
It forced me to have to see more clearly and understand more deeply what Nick had gone through.
I can tell you they never stopped wanting to help him. They never stopped helping him. And I think that that project was a way for my dad to try and connect with him.
Was it ever a fear, a reality that something like this could ever happen? That he was capable?
Yeah, I don't think I want to answer that one.
Have you spoken to Nick?
No.
To this point, Jake has not attended any court hearings. He also isn't commenting on his brother's attempts to access money from the family trust. For now, this is his focus: helping his aunt, supporting his sister, and working through the grief, knowing he's certainly not alone.
The worst kind of grief is your own, because you're the one living through it. And so just because I lost my parents in the way that I did doesn't mean that, you know, you losing a loved one in some other way is not also devastating. It's not, you can't compare it because it's what you're going through. And there are a lot of people out there that are living through that. And I think for the first time in my life, I see them.
A really powerful statement there from Jake about that grief that he's navigating. And I want to thank him in this moment for trusting me to share his story. As for the charity work that we discussed, something very special to announce. A brand new honor from the Children's Institute is the Michelle and Rob Reiner Champion for Change Award, to be handed out at their upcoming gala in November. The first recipient, also from the entertainment industry, a close family friend, actress Jamie Lee Curtis. Marc and Michelle, it is beyond words so difficult to even fathom what it is like to be in his shoes.
It is, you brought it home to all of us, and we should all thank him for his courage in bringing that story to us and being able to tell it, because I think there's something we can learn about grief and loss and moving on.
He said in 8 more months he may feel differently about everything, and we'll see.
Yeah, and possibly forgiveness at some point, maybe, as well. Well, thank you so much, Marc, for that story. And we do want to let our viewers know that you can see more of this interview with Jake Reiner on ABC7 on our Los Angeles app.